What's going on, guys? This is Zach Miller from Miller Media, and today we're going to be looking over a review of NBA 2K14. So we'll hop right into it. I usually stay away from the basketball games just because the movement and the way that the players move and the ball handling and things like that usually aren't that great. So I was a little skeptical on this one, but I figured I'd give it a try, and I'm really impressed. One thing that I really like about it is the my career or my player aspect of it, and that's what I've been playing. So basically, what you do is you create your player, completely customize it, hair color, skin color, facial structure, tattoos, all of the works, which you would expect. And then once you do that, you actually have to play a rookie game. And when you play that rookie game, you have to watch the way you play. So, you're playing the game, you make a bad pass, and your rating lowers. And in the top right-hand corner, you're going to see um, a letter, or basically it's a grade. And it starts out at C as a baseline, and then as you're going, you either will raise or lower your score little by little, and at the end of the game, whatever that score is, will kind of determine how you're going to do as far as the draft goes. So I didn't realize the whole letter system. I didn't really pay attention until about halfway through the game, and I realized that my grade wasn't that great. So I was like, oh crap, I really got to work on this, or else, I'm going to do really, really shitty in the draft. So I worked harder throughout the rest of the game. I think I ended up getting a B minus. I want to say about a B minus. And so I went to the draft, and before the draft starts, you actually get to sit down with like 3 different GMs from different teams that are interested in you. And so I sat down with the Indiana Pacers, the Washington Wizards, and one other team. I forget who that was. So I sat down with them, and they just kind of ask you some questions like you're in a job interview, because that's basically what it is. So they ask you some questions, and you have 4 different responses. You have, and each of them are designated by the 4 different buttons on the controller: A, B, X, and Y. And so you, depending on your answers, will kind of depend on whether or not they choose you for their team. After that's over, then you go to the draft, and you actually sit through an NBA draft. They start with the person that has the number 1 draft pick, and it goes all the way down. And you kind of have an idea of how far into the draft you're going to be, just because the GM, when you're talking to them, tells you what draft pick they have. So I sat there, and the Washington Wizards went past, and I didn't get picked by them. So I was like, all right. And then I forget what the other team was. I think it may have been the Raptors. Was who? No. Yeah, the Raptors was the other team, but they were after the Pacers. So I didn't even know. I didn't even get a chance to see if they were going to pick me. But I ended up getting picked by the Pacers. I got picked up by them. And so you get drafted, and you go into your career, and you start your career. And you can either play every single game, or you can simulate most of the games, and you only play like the key games. And so there are some like big, rivalry games or conference games, and you only play those. But I like playing throughout the entire season, having as much control as I can. So I went ahead and played throughout the entire season. And it's pretty cool. The only thing that I don't like about the My Career is that you only play your player. You only have control over your player, which is a little weird to me, especially playing, other sports games. I like to have control over whether I have, whenever I have the ball, I want to be in control. And I don't like having to rely on a computer to make the shot for me. If I miss the shot, I want it to be on me. I don't want it to be on the computer because I don't have any control over that. But it's fun. It really is. And you are a NBA superstar. I mean, that's basically the situation they put you in. You have sponsorships. You have basically like a Twitter feed, and your fans and fellow athletes, write to you, and depending on how you're doing is what kind of tweets you'll get. Or, social media, it doesn't say Twitter, but it's social media interactions. So you have a bad game and your fans are going to come down hard on you. Why didn't you do this? You should have done this. It's weird because it's a strange criticism thing that really makes you want to try harder. And fellow athletes for the team that you're going to be playing that next week or that next game call you out. They, if you're point guard, the other point guard is going to say, hey, I'm gonna get you down to 5 assists. I dare you to get 5 assists against me this next game, and if you get that 5 assists, you get more money. So it's pretty cool. You are taking on the role of a NBA superstar. I haven't got through an entire season yet, but from what I've noticed, it's pretty cool. You gain money depending on how you do throughout the games, and if you beat if a player calls you out and they say I'm going to hold you down to 5 assists and you get more than 5 assists, you get a bonus, and your money can be used for a lot of different things. It can be used for your attributes, so you can pay to basically make yourself a better player. You can improve your ball handling skills, your three-point shooting skills, your layups, your dunks, your agility, your speed, your durability, your strength. A lot of different things. If you're a down post player, you can your rebounds and things like that. So it's pretty cool. Other than that, you can spend your money on team building exercises. Like if you are starting in a new place and your fellow players aren't really responding to you well, you can use your money to, let's say, take them out to dinner or take them to a movie, and that helps your interaction with your teammates and helps them respect you a little bit more. If you're having problems with your fans, you can spend your money to donate money to, medical research or schools or, I think maybe even the homeless shelter. You can spend your money to give the public a better view of you and help raise your popularity with the public. What else am I forgetting here? After the games, you actually have a conference. You only answer one question, but depending on what you're doing in your career, like if you had a bad game, they're going to say, hey, you had some trouble out there, with your shooting. How does this affect, you and your teammates? And you still, like with the GM, you have those 4 different responses. And depending on what your response is, it's going to either, raise or lower or just kind of stay the same with your teammates, your local fans for the team itself, and your fans nationwide, the ones that are just, focusing on your fans, not necessarily the whole team. And so you don't want to, even if you're in a bad mood, because sometimes, the games don't go the way you want them to, you have to stay positive, because if you answer wrong, you're going to lower, your popularity with your fans and your teammates, and you definitely don't want that, because you can be traded off. You are a basketball player in the NBA. So, other than my career, there's also the online, which I haven't even, dove into yet. I'll do a review on it as well. And there's like an NBA streets kind of thing, not like the game, but you're actually playing it like a playground, and you can do 1-on-1, 2 versus 2, 3-3, 4-4, all the way up to a full team. So it's pretty cool. And the sponsorships, it's pretty cool. Whenever I first got to the Indiana Pacers, I was supposed to be the next big thing as far as for the Indiana Pacers. So they put a billboard up in honor of me, the next big thing kind of thing. So that was really cool. And then I had a really, really good game, and I got a letter from Michael Jordan himself asking if I wanted to be a sponsor for Air Jordan for the shoes. And if you choose Jordan, it's actually what you do is you get two separate options, either Nike or Jordan. I chose Jordan just because I enjoy the look of the Jordan shoes a little bit better. And if you accept the endorsement from Jordan, then you get to wear any shoe you want. You customize shoes any color you want. You can, deck them out to have a rainbow colored shoe if you want. It's really, really cool. It's a really in-depth game that I really, really enjoy. So definitely go pick it up. It's definitely worth the money. I'll try to dive in and play some of the other aspects of the game. I've been focusing on the My Career because it's pretty addicting. But I'm going to try to focus on some of the other games, and I'll do a review on those and let you know what I think of them. So thanks for watching. Subscribe, like down here, and subscribe. I'm going to do a lot more videos on video games. That's what I'm going to try to focus on. I also have work that I've done because I do video editing, and so that's what I really want to make a career out of. So you'll see a video for Speedway that I did. If you don't know what Speedway is because you're on the West Coast or you're really far down south, Speedway is a big chain of gas stations in the Northeast region. I did a training video for them that's being used company-wide. And then I have two apps that I did commercials, or well, not really commercials, promos for. One of them I shot myself, and the other one, the content was sent to me and I edited it together, which both of them are now being used on the Google Play Store because they're both for Android. So, yeah, check it out. Let me know what you think, and like and subscribe. Have a good day. Thanks. Bye.